in the time of the Ottomans. Everything that they do in dunya, it was connected to akhirat. There was no separation. Because the dunya, it is a reflection of the akhirat. When we polish the mirror, then we make it to reflect the akhirat. If you cloud the mirror and you make it to reflect your ego and your desire, it is going to show that. You cannot say it is the fault of the mirror. So in the old days, everything was connected to the akhirat. Whatever work that you do in the dunya, it is connected to akhirat. Whatever work that you do in this dunya, even when you think this is purely dunya activity, it is connected to a holy person, a friend of Allah, his activity, or the activity and the skill and the work of the prophets. That way, when you make that connection, when you understand that, and you ask for their help, and you make that connection, your work now, even if you are living for this dunya, working for this dunya, because you're making that connection, it will bring you to akhirat. That time, yes, your activity becomes ibadat. In the old days, especially in the time of the Ottomans, and this is spread majority of the Muslim countries, they have what is called guilds. Let's put it in simpler way. You have tariqat, different ways from different friends of Allah reaching to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have different mazhabs, 4 mazhab. So the activities of this world at that time, people also belonged to tariqats and mazhabs that is made for that particular work or skill. So when you do that, and you are holding on to the sunnat of that one who started it, you are remembering, you are connecting, that work becomes ibadat. And the Ottomans especially, the alims and the ulamas and the sheikhs, because it was only during the time of the Ottomans that they spread Islam very, very widely, that they spread tariqat even wider, that they spread Islam all the way to the west, into the heart of Europe, that they brought Islam. Recent scholarship is also opening up. The world's most heavily populated Muslims is Indonesia, around the Southeast Asia. That it was Sultan Mehmed Fatih Khan who brought Islam there. And the Islam that came there came with tariqat. It was not Arab Islam. It was not Turkish Islam. It was a nationalistic Islam. Before the sons of the Mubaligh and the alims and the ulamas, they made everyone who is chosen to go there to learn the language and the customs and the history of those people, and to go and to speak in their own language. You don't go there to preach. So the Islam that is spread with tariqat, it still has that fragrance of tariqat in those parts of the world. Of course, they spread tariqat in the Balkans, south of Russia, Africa. In China, they spread it because the Ottomans, it was an empire of tariqat. You want to say empire of tariqat for hundreds of years. So they spread that, and the Islam came with tariqat, and things were balanced. Dunya was also balanced. And every work that you do, they have a guild, they have an order, they have a fraternity. Okay? If you are bakers, you have a fraternity. You have an order, you have a mazhab. If you are a soldier, you have one. If scholar, you have one. So society was divided into these different parts to work together. Everybody knows not only what they are supposed to do, but everybody knows what they are doing. It is connected to Allah and His Prophet. If you are a wrestler, you don't wrestle unless you call out for the himmat and the madad of Hazrat Hamza. If you are a shepherd or taking care of animals, shepherd doesn't just mean the one who goes to shop, means the ones who are dealing with animals. You can be the one who is a businessman and dealing and buying and selling. Your peer, the peer of your profession, is Hazrat Musa, because he was a shepherd to Hazrat Shuaib for years. So that continues now. So every worldly occupation that they have is connected to spirituality, to ruhaniyat. The people that time, they have faith in everything they do. It is not disconnected. This modern life has disconnected everything. So once you have that, you feel that you are part of a bigger picture. You are inside the picture. You're not just looking. We are reading stories of the prophets or the saints or the Sahabi Kiram. We're only looking at the picture. Where are you in that picture? Do you realize that the picture is also looking at you? And they are asking, you're looking at us, but you belong in this picture too. Where are you in this picture? So tariqat is making us to go inside that picture, to be in that work as much as we're able to. Oh, what's going to happen in the future is a whole other picture. It's a whole big picture that the invitation is given to the whole world, but very few are answering it. So, you had a question before, and you say you have a longing to a Sahabi, and you're asking if this is going to be something that is a situation that's something going to happen in the future. Has it any relationship with the future? And we say, of course. Because this picture is never ending too. It's not finishing. What happened 14 years ago is not finishing. The mission of Hakk over Batil is not finishing. The mission of 500 years ago with the Ottomans is not finishing. And our Shaykh's mission is to continue that. Leave aside all those ones who wants to be happy. Leave aside all those ones who say, we just want to have love. Leave aside all those ones who say, you just want to be up and down, laughing and joking. Mahdi alayhi salam is looking into this world. He's not jumping up and down and laughing. Because certain things happen to the ummah. The awliya Allah, they are taking a pulse of the ummah. And every time something big happens, they check the pulse, and the pulse is getting slower and slower. The ummah is getting more and more sick. There are very, very few rare people who have hands to change. The system cut off their hands. Correct. We cannot change things anymore. They have tongues. There are some who have tongues. They have tongues to speak about so many other things. But when it comes to standing up for Hakk, they get tied up. So what the khutbah is saying, then the hearts become dead. When the hearts, you're reciting La ilaha illallah, but you are not knowing what is Hakk and Batil, then what are you saying La to? Hazrat Abdul Qadir Gilani Khatasat said in the khutbah, he's just saying what? There are so many Muslims, outwardly they look Muslim, but inside they are idol worshippers. Meaning, La ilaha illallah has not touched their heart yet. They have not gotten rid of the idols in their hearts. What is the use? Now everyone is standing up to say La ilaha illallah. But when you see batil that is happening, you're not standing up for that. You're not saying La to that. Because you are concerned what other people think. You are concerned because people think we are terrorists, so we should not defend Hakk in any way. Let's come to this state now. Who is waking up to change that? Is the Ummah interested to change it in themselves in this month of Ramazan? Or are we busy when we're hungry thinking about food? And when we have food, we're thinking about going to sleep. Or when we are praying, we are thinking about getting more food, meaning what we want more from this dunya. Staying up all night to pray for this dunya and not understanding where are we in the scheme of Hakk, in that picture of Hakk. Where are we? If the Muslim, Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying the Muslim, it is one body. If one part is in pain, the whole body feels pain. We feel very big pain for wrong things. Very big pain. We can cry. But where is that pain that we feel for the main body of the Muslim Ummah? And where is the pain that we feel for the believers who passed before? Their struggles, what they have left behind, what they stood up for. So we have disconnected ourselves. Muslims have lost their heads anyway. The leaders, they've lost their heads. They're already in the system. Don't we understand? So many people are saying, oh, why that shooting has to happen? Before, 3 days before, it was so nice with Muhammad Ali. Now with this shooting, Muslims become low. First, Muslims were quick to apologize for something they didn't do. Why are we apologizing for that? We condemn it, and we condemn both actions. And we condemn the media. Don't we understand how the media can take you up one day and bring you down the next day? And we're still hoping and having faith in the media. What media? Propaganda. But when we say good things about Islam, they say, don't, brother, don't force it, don't be propagandists. Muslims have become apologetic and shameful about their religion. That is the bottom point. May Allah take away this wrong thinking from our heart. We are not separating ourselves from this. I'm not separating myself from this. I'm looking and I'm observing. But alhamdulillah, we have Sahib al-Saif in front of us, who is very clear about what is Hakk and what is batil. Because all his life, he never looked to what people have to say. He never looked to what people praising him or cursing at him. Because he only looked to what Allah and His Prophet they are thinking. And they think very dearly of him. And that brings peace to his heart and is able to move. So many with thousands of murids, millions of resources, onshore, offshore, whatever, millions of the other things. If you have all these things, you should be able to shake this world. Or say, you're not shaking this world. Either there's no power there, because there's no warning. There's no standing up to speak about the Hakk. Or you're just part of the system. Seyh Efendi has never been part of the system. Welcome to those who come and farewell to those who leave. And we're going to stay in His way until we die, inshallah Rahman, with the way that He has approved. It happened in Seyh Efendi's way. We accept Seyh Efendi, we are not accepting who He has appointed. Is this something new? It happened in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. We accept him, but we don't accept all the other ones who became his successors. Is this something new? It happened in every prophet, with every prophet in every religion. Those, they left the main way, but they're claiming that they are more authentic and original. People can have opinions. We will see what lies ahead when the dust settles, whether it is a horse or it is a donkey. We're not too concerned about that because our MO, our way, our modus operandi, I have to say that because if I put MO, some people think I'm meaning ammo, ammunition, then I'm going to get into trouble. Our way of doing is just to be busy with the work. Doesn't matter if people praise us or people curse at us. It doesn't matter whether there's one person in front or 1 million people. Seyh Efendi has said this over and over again. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made that clear in the Surah Al-Fatiha, not every sirat that you are on, because of your opinion, it is going to be mustaqim, straight. You may think it is straight, but it is not, because Allah has His standards and His protocol and His order. The only sirat that is mustaqim is sirat al-ladhina, ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, sirat al-ladhina anamta alayhim. Only the sirat of those whom He has favored. Any other sirat, according to your opinion, according to your way, according to your thinking, according to your dreams, according to your visions, according to the world, it is not the way of those whom He has favored, it is out. Then you fall under two categories. Either you're going to pull the wrath of Allah, or you're going to be completely deviated. As you like, as everyone likes. May Allah forgive me, inshallah, and bless you. Al-Fatiha. Amen.